HBO's House of the Dragon returned for Season 2 after nearly 2 years off the air, since the Season 1 finale aired in August 2022. With this comeback, the series faced the daunting task of reigniting viewers' excitement, reintroducing its vast array of characters, and setting the stage for a critical second season. As a fan who thoroughly enjoyed Season 1, it's like Dynasty but with dragons. I had high expectations for its return. However, after watching the Season 2 premiere, I found myself more apprehensive about the show's direction and its future than ever before. As someone familiar with George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire and a defender of Game of Thrones, I noticed a tendency for some actors to play their roles in a subdued manner, and a lack of the bold personalities and provocative storytelling that made its predecessor a beloved sensation. Moreover, that ending left me unsettled and questioning where the series plans to go next. Queen Rhaenyra, ostensibly one of the central figures of the show, is noticeably silent throughout the Season 2 premiere. Her character is deeply distraught following the tragic death of her young son, Viserys, in the previous season. Viserys was killed by Daemon Targaryen and his formidable dragon Vhagar in a shocking aerial attack. Throughout the episode, Rhaenyra spends her time with her own dragon, Syrax, searching for evidence of her son's death alongside his dragon, Arax. Eventually, she discovers proof of their demise, though the scene's impact felt somewhat unclear. Returning to Dragonstone, she confronts her war council, demanding retribution against Aemond, expressing her desire for a son for a son. The somber mood and familial grief dominate the episode, overshadowing any plans for celebration or unity among the Targaryens. Alicent, another key protagonist, inadvertently triggers the Targaryen civil war by misinterpreting the dying king's intentions in Season 1. Throughout the Season 2 premiere, she appears frustrated with her children: King Aegon, who disregards her counsel, and Aemond, whose unpredictable behavior causes concern. She also faces resistance from her father, Otto Hightower, the Hand of the King, who undermines her role on the small council. Alicent is portrayed as sharp, cautious, and deeply troubled by the looming consequences of the war on Westeros and her family. However, she struggles to assert herself in a predominantly male-dominated environment where decision-making power is controlled by men. Comparisons to Cersei Lannister are inevitable, though Alicent lacks Cersei's ruthless cunning and strategic prowess, at least for now. Otto Hightower, portrayed by Rhys Ifans, comes across as uninspiring and aloof, failing to effectively guide both the kingdom and his king, Aegon, who chafes under his grandfather's control. Meanwhile, the charismatic Sir Criston Cole oscillates between a forbidden romance with Alicent and clandestine meetings with Aemond, where they plot more aggressive military tactics. Their affair is fraught with guilt and the awareness that their actions could lead to further turmoil in an already turbulent realm. Daemon Targaryen takes charge in the episode, strategizing ruthless ways to strike at the Greens. Despite Rhaenyra's grief, he first plans a dragon attack with Rhaenys, but she refuses. Daemon then orchestrates a plot involving the White Worm, a spy caught by the Hightowers. He infiltrates King's Landing, bribes a gold cloak and ratcatcher to kill Aemond in the Red Keep, fulfilling Rhaenyra's revenge demand. This highlights Daemon's relentless pursuit of his goals, though the White Worm subplot feels unnecessary and forgettable. Aegon, likely a teenager, now reigns on the Iron Throne, portrayed as immature and irresponsible, rather than malicious like Joffrey. He shows genuine concern for his subjects during petitions, but indulges in frivolity, turning the throne room into a casual setting. The episode humanizes him as ill-prepared for kingship, highlighting his desire to be a good father despite his shortcomings as a ruler. Aemon Targaryen remains brooding and relatively inactive in this episode, contemplating more aggressive strategies with Sir Criston, despite advice to calm down. His past actions have escalated the conflict irreversibly, making him a central focus for the Black's efforts to confront him directly. Aemond stands out as a dynamic character, similar to his uncle Daemon, both influential in driving the plot forward with their assertive personas. In this episode, Rhaenyra's son Jacaerys meets with Cregan Stark at the Wall to secure northern support for Team Black. The Stark scenes nod to Game of Thrones nostalgia while hinting at the Wall's ancient magic and the looming threat of White Walkers. Cregan offers Winterfell's older men to aid the Blacks, but the meeting ends tragically when Jace learns of his brother's death, leaving him devastated. Larry Strong, akin to Littlefinger or Varys, subtly influences King Aegon by exploiting his mother's compromised position and suggesting Otto's replacement as Hand, adding intrigue to the plot. In a weak scene, Corlys inspects his damaged ship and discusses the shipping blockade with Alan, a shipwright, but the exposition lacks clarity and impact. Let's delve into this moment. I think the show could benefit from giving Helaena more screen time because she's such a compelling character. In Season 1, there were hints that she possesses some kind of precognitive ability, which was again apparent in the latest episode when she expressed her fear of rats to Aegon, her brother and husband. This insight proved chillingly accurate as the episode unfolded. Towards the end, a rat catcher and a corrupt gold cloak, hired by Daemon, infiltrate the Red Keep with the intention of assassinating Aemond. However, their plans take a dark turn when they come across Helaena and her young children in their chambers. When asked to identify her son, Helaena points out Jaehaerys and manages to quietly slip away with her daughter, while the men tragically murder Jaehaerys in his bed. The first season of this show has seen its share of horrors, much like Game of Thrones did. However, the act of murdering a child in his bed, followed by beheading him, feels like a step too far. I understand its significance in the Targaryen Civil War storyline, but personally, it felt unnecessary. While the violence wasn't shown on screen, the directors chose to make us hear it in graphic detail, which I believe was a significant misstep. This decision may alienate viewers and impact the show's reception negatively. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. In conclusion, A Son for a Son exemplifies the blend of political intrigue, emotional depth, and shocking twists that define House of the Dragon, making it a compelling and memorable installment in the series. Thank you for joining us on Narrative Network, where we explore the intricate threads of storytelling from across genres and mediums. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest deep dives into your favorite narratives. Let's continue unraveling the stories that captivate and inspire us. Until next time, keep exploring the world of narratives with us. Thank you.